Good evening and welcome to Stupid O'Clock News. I'm Lewis Lee, Durham, North Carolina. A nurse in North Carolina who's been on the front lines of the fight against COVID-19 finally received some good news. I thought it was a scam. I was a little upset, actually, said Terry Watkins in a press release. I thought it wasn't real. Couldn't be real. It's still something I really don't believe, and I'm still in some shock. That was Watkins' reaction when she received a call informing her she had won $1 million. Her entry was chosen from over 513,000 entries in the final $300 million Supreme Riches Second Chance drawing on Wednesday, according to the North Carolina lottery site. I'm a nurse and I work in the COVID unit at a long-term care facility, said Watkins. I'm just seeing some of the things that I've had to see. I'm very thankful. I had been praying for something to help me with this situation. It really is a great thing. I'm very blessed. Watkins chose the lump sum payout of $600,000 over the option of $50,000 payments for the next 20 years. She claimed her prize on Thursday, $424,500 after state and federal tax withholdings. She said she hopes to use the money to buy a new house, but she's going to be patient and think it through. Congratulations, Ms. Watkins. That's the news on the show.
Woohoo! Yay! And
Yeah.
I didn't have Skunk. There Skunk is. Hey.
There he is.
I thought I was getting left out for a second.
Who was the
you weren't getting
comedian?
left out. It just I was afraid to click on your banner while the intro was to bring you up while the intro was playing, because the way StreamYard's acting here lately, it may have killed the intro and put you center screen.
And you didn't have any news prepared, so
yeah.
Sure I did. Sure, I've got news.
What news do you have?
So I got new tires on my truck.
Ooh.
Okay.
See, that's news.
Did you ever figure out why it was overheating?
Oh, the overheating thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's low on water. It's low on antifreeze.
That happens.
I took care of that. I took care of it that night. That was when I first noticed it was starting to overheat a little bit, and it was only overheating a little bit. And so I took that picture because I thought that'd be funny. And on the way home, I was
worried about you, Skunk.
At the way home, I just stopped at AutoZone, got me some pre-dilute, and went to the house. I put it in
Carly.
the next day.
Hey, Carly.
And Michaela.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, what?
Where are you going with that gun in your hand?
I keep every time I say that. But, don't we have like a 1-year anniversary coming up for Stupid O'Clock?
April 4th.
April 4th. We need to plan something for that.
Very possibly, we might.
What, like say
Of
we're going
course,
to do a broadcast?
I was going to
and not
say,
do one?
once everybody gets their vaccinations and everything, but Skunk can't get his, and Lewis won't need it.
I'm getting my second one Thursday.
Somebody said
You are getting a vaccination?
Yeah. Well, I got my first shot New Year's Eve.
Okay.
So 3 weeks later, the 21st, I'm going to get mine on Thursday afternoon. We've already gone on the website and scheduled it. So between natural antibodies that I'm building up right now, fighting it, and the vaccine, I should be golden.
Ah. And Michaela is asking, what kind of truck, Skunk?
The 97 Dodge Ram. Lewis.
Uh-huh.
So you caught it between your vaccination
First
doses.
and second dose. Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, since this is a 2-part vaccine, have they done any testing on that? On what happens if you catch the disease between dose 1 and dose 2?
Very little. That's why the CDC has been in touch with me, and I've been filling out logs every day.
Okay.
Now, here's
if you start to have a craving for brains, let me know.
Well, I'm just worried about that nipple that's starting up under my hairline here.
They're the best joke about drug related like experimentation is George Carlin talking about birth control pills. Like the entire female population of this country is being used for the guinea pigs for the birth control program. If every lady taking them gets a 67 and one leg grows shorter than the other, I guess we better call the pills back.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm all right with an
now,
all-female
now,
audience.
Here's a question. Do you think maybe by having that early vaccination, did it give you the COVID or did it lessen your severity?
It doesn't work that way. It's not that kind of vaccine.
It may have lessened the severity, maybe, because you do get 50% protection after the first dose, but it cannot give you the virus because it's not a live virus shot. It's
going to the place
mRNA,
giving
memory RNA.
Yeah, going to the place that's giving the vaccinations.
Yeah,
where all
now
the big people are. That's how you get it.
Yeah,
and
actually, my wife thinks that she got it at the polling place.
You mentioned that voting.
I just want to point out that what Michaela said is like, Skunk is my new favorite guy. I love Mopar. I'm not your new favorite guy. I've always been your favorite guy. You just didn't know it yet. That's a pro wrestler in me coming out.
I guess I'm going to have to use WD-40 on my mic stand so I can move it around a little bit.
No, we can
every time
like
you
sonar in a submarine.
I was about to say, every time you do it, it sounds like we're pinging something. We're picking them up off the starboard, Captain.
Just one ping, Vasily.
One
ping only.
And one ping only.
Give me a ping.
Red October, one of my favorite movies.
That is a good movie.
Even if they did screw it up from the book, but they
still not my. It's still not my favorite submarine movie, though. My favorite submarine movie had the line of, "I think it's a whale." I don't know what that was, sir. It sounded like an explosion.
Up Periscope.
No, down Periscope.
Down Periscope. Yeah, down.
And we've been joined by Jason Voorhees. Hello, Jason. How are you? It's either Jason Voorhees or it's the basis for body count.
You know, you can't catch COVID through the video. And besides, that's not a very COVID-friendly mask.
No, it isn't.
It is.
I mean,
it enforces social distancing.
Yeah. Yeah, your best bet is that you're like in Middle Tennessee.
It works. It works best with a machete in hand, though, because people will keep their distance from you then.
That is true.
If you even in Walmart,
if you say the name of a sharp, pointy object 3 times, it's much like Beetlejuice. Nick Tockert will show up.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
I would have fucking laughed if right after that I heard.
Where?
Heard you guys were talking about daggers.
Now, of course,
I have been having to order groceries online. That shit be expensive because the only one that's deliverable, that's dependable is Publix. Publix always charges a little bit of a premium anyway, but everything on their website is 10% more than if you go to the store in person. I spent almost $200 in 4 days on groceries for 2 people.
Are you doing Instacart?
But we're eating well. Yeah, they do it through Instacart.
Buy like for the next
Walmart one. Look.
It's free curbside pickup if you're wanting to do pickup.
But we're not leaving the house, man.
Well, then what you need to do, Lewis, grab the monthly. If you're getting that premium anyways, do the $9.99 a month. If you get groceries twice a month, then it pays for itself. And then you get like bonus bucks and stuff like that too.
I just don't want to get another subscription service. I've got
a
list this long, man, of shits coming out of my account left and right every month. I just I need to cut my expenses.
That's the reason I went to Walmart, because what Walmart's price is the exact same what's on the shelf.
Yeah, that was
See, but there's no stores that are doing the Amazon thing, because I've got Amazon Prime. but none of the stores around here do it.
Not
Not anymore.
So you can't do the Amazon Fresh and Amazon Produce and stuff.
No.
That sucks. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, so to answer Michaela's question, she was asking if my truck had a nice exhaust system, and sort of. It doesn't sound good right now because I've got valve cover gaskets that need replacing, and there's some exhaust leaking out of not exhaust, technically exhaust, but there's some airflow that's exiting out where it's not supposed to be exiting out. It sounds kind of ratty, but the actual exhaust system itself, we put a pipe through it would not pass emissions in Hamilton County. I'll put it that way. There's a pipe through the catalytic converter.
And
The catalytic converter was stopped up, so we just put a pipe through it. So it looks like it has a catalytic converter, but it's basically straight pipe back to the muffler, and then the muffler is. I think the muffler's it's not brand new, but it's been replaced. So it sounds all right.
And Two Real Geeks says, "What's up, everybody? How's it going down in Atlanta?" And Donna Carleen says, "Myers is the same as Wally World, but better. But I don't think it's made its way below Indiana." No,
it has. I actually passed one in Bowling Green. That's as far south as it's gone. Because I was in Bowling Green.
There's no Fred Meyer around here.
Yeah.
There is no Fred Meyer around here.
Whole Foods on Gun Barrel Road closed last year.
And today is
To answer Chris.
Cold snap.
Yes, the cold snap is out.
I never had one
I've had
before.
a heater running all day.
They're tasty.
This is actually my first drink in 3 months. I just wanted one, so thumbs up.
And Two Real Geek says he's in the middle of an engine swap on a Scion, which is just a budget Toyota. And then he says
Toyota is the budget.
And it's cold in Atlanta. He moved south not for this, and they had snow. They had snow in Atlanta today.
No, in Atlanta?
Yeah. They had snow in Athens today. It wasn't very much.
We had a couple of flakes this morning, or was it this morning or yesterday morning?
Early this morning, we had a dusting in Nashville, just the slightest dusting. Then it was all gone.
I was at a bar today that was outside, which sucked because it was really cold. I mean, we had heaters and shit, but I didn't see any snow while I was there.
Well,
You went to a bar.
Yeah.
You go to a bar, I wear a mask everywhere, and I get COVID. Fuck.
To be completely fair, Lewis, the bar was outside and they still required everyone to wear masks. So
I just, I get pissed off because we were so careful.
You better go. No, you better not go. You're welcome to stay, but if you got to go, you got to go. And thanks for stopping in, Michaela.
Yeah. Well, now Michaela's
Stay. We'll send you.
No, we got to shut down the show. 15 minutes in. Sorry, Michaela's on.
15 minutes in. Michaela's like, "Good night, everybody."
That's it.
So
Friday.
I'm not good on the brand.
Hold on. I'm working on
Oh,
it.
hey, that's not the green.
Oh, that was a short show.
Okay. So yeah.
Look, we're starting the next one.
That was the MTV video version of the show.
You have to
Well,
be here for the actor show.
I might not be long for the show anyway, because between my voice getting thin and everything tasting like crap, and I'm getting nauseous.
Hey, Lewis, go.
All right. Well, we'll end the show too.
I'm gonna give it a few more minutes.
That's the whole.
Don't
now
push
everything's
yourself.
over.
Why do I feel like we're doing the time warp again?
Lewis, don't push
Jump to the
yourself.
left.
If you feel down, go. We won't
I
hold it
appreciate
against you.
All right. Well, I tell you what. If Lewis is going to stick around, we'll start the show again.
Okay, Lewis, you got 5 seconds to do this story. Go.
Wait, what's
I'll
this
just
show?
reread it.
There you go. And that was the news.
Well, wait a
Now
minute.
we're back
I
on
still
track.
got Saturday, so
All right, and we're back on track. So
Yeah. Track 39.
exactly. Say
Boy,
we were
you
on the
can
first
give me a
track.
shine.
But
Track
we've
29.
actually been there, Joe.
My my girlfriend.
My
My
girlfriend.
not my girlfriend. My friend Amber. She's not my girlfriend. She's my friend who is a girl. She was asking me about music today. It was really funny because she had discovered a song. She wanted to send me the song because she was like, "I found this song today. I've never heard it before. I thought you might like it." Guess what it was? I'll give you a hint. Eric Clapton's the lead singer of this band.
That narrows it down a lot.
Layla.
Probably Layla.
Layla by Derek and the
You'd never heard
Dominoes.
Layla before?
She had never heard Layla before. and
Which
she
one?
thought that
Derek and the Dominoes version or the
Derek and
MTV
Dominoes
Unplugged?
version. Derek and Dominoes version. And she said, I it seems like a song you know or like. I just found out about it myself. And I said, oh, yeah, that's a favorite. You want your mind blown? She goes, sure. And I sent her the unplugged version. I said, same song, different mood.
Yeah.
A friend of
Totally.
my daughter, we were in the car and she was a big what's her name? Britney Spears fan. Okay. And Britney Spears did a song where they sampled the old Sonny and Cher song, The Beat Goes On. Okay. So
Oh, I
all
don't
through
remember
the
that
back, all through the back of this Britney Spears song, you hear this dun, 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 you know, and we told her, hey, that's that old Sonny and Cher song. She says, no, that's Britney Spears. No. You don't understand. The song they sampled in the background is Sonny and Cher. No, that's Britney Spears.
Oh, yeah.
I once had some guys arguing with me strenuously that nobody had ever done Smoking in the Boys Room before. What was it, Motley Crue?
Yeah.
I pulled out a cassette tape with Brownsville Station.
Oh, sorry. Felt the pressure. Sorry.
So
What?
can you grab a pupper? Let's see the progress.
Puppies are gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're all
puppies are
gone.
They've been gone.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah, and
Oh, no,
I'm
but-
getting pictures from everybody, and they're looking so cute. I wished I hadn't got rid of them now.
Speaking of small furry animals, I want to know whoever my neighbor is that keeps letting their cat out, and then like the cat immediately runs over to our house. That's a bad sign.
You're the second family. That's why.
We don't feed the cat. I've petted her like twice now.
That's where you messed up.
Yeah, that's where you
That's
messed up,
all
dude.
it takes. That's all it takes.
But that was the thing. She came over and to hang out, like over at our house, and it's like, you obviously have an owner. Why are you here?
So they're socializing. That cat may be one of our viewers. Might be watching the show right now. Hi, cat. You know, what's the cat's name? You don't know, do you?
Annoying customer. That reminds me. My sister, she turned 37 on the 8th. Right. I was talking about that last week. That was my sister's birthday. It was on the 8th, right? And she posted today. She was like, I forgot to say thank you to everybody. It was my birthday last week. A bunch of people wished me happy birthday. I'm 5 years away from my Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy birthday. Instead, I'm having my clerk's birthday today. And they posted a picture of Dante going, 37? And somebody responded to that saying, the answer to the life, the universe, and everything. And I said, the answer to life, the universe, and everything is 37 dicks? Because that's what the picture was.
I swear to God, Stewie.
And my dad liked the comment, so I was like, yes, my dad's behind me on this one. Awesome. I don't even know who that guy was I said that to either. He's probably dead. Oh, wow.
Oh, and as a programming note, Heather is not going to be doing the Saturday night shows for a while.
Oh,
I'm not taking her out of the thingy.
That sounds like good news, though.
I'm not taking her out of the thing.
No, it's for school trying to get back into a
Schedule.
for what should be, a corporate schedule. That's what I'm trying to say.
You mean sleep at a decent hour and all that un-American stuff?
Yep.
I thought she was training to be a nurse, because you can ask any nurse.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as sleeping in the
There's no such thing as sleep in a hospital,
No.
unless you're a patient.
And even then, they won't let you
Even
sleep.
then, they wake you up every 2 hours.
To give you a sleeping pill, yeah.
Yeah, or something.
Just wake up and go to sleep.
Oh, I get that all the time from my wife. Hell, I get that all the time from you guys.
Yep. Oh. Actually, Chris, it's just a saner routine. Oh, but yeah.
Well, you can't get much more crazy than we are.
So they had a minor malfunction with the rocket engines on the SLS main down at Stennis today.
Yeah.
How did that go, Joe?
2 minutes into the 8-minute test, then they had a forced shutdown.
But this is why we call it testing.
Yep. The thing is, it's a 40-year-old engine that hadn't run in 10 years, and they just fired it up.
Now wait a minute, doesn't that thing run on 5 space shuttle mains?
4 space shuttle engines.
I thought it was 5.
No, it's 4. It's a 4-engine setup.
Because they were testing, they pulled an F1 from the Saturn program out of the Smithsonian, reworked it, and tested it a few years back because they were thinking about using that on the SLS.
Yeah.
And then somebody went, and it's kind of cool. They looked at how the original F1s for the Saturn V worked.
Yeah.
And they reworked the whole thing with new technology and cut out about 50% of the parts.
Ooh, weight reduction.
It's F1B or something like that. That they're thinking that they're testing it at the time. But I think I think NASA already had all the money put into the space shuttle engine. I can't remember what the space shuttle is called.
Long story short, they got to pulling out some of the other F1 engines. There were like 30 or 40 F1 engines built, and there's like 10 or 15 around. No two are alike.
They're all hand built
and tweaked just enough to where each one is that much different that they couldn't interchange parts from them.
It's kind of like a high performance engine in a car. You take your standard Mustang, go get the cylinders bored out, and it's no longer a standard Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
But this thing's got 5 of those engines in the first stage, and all 5 of them are custom.
Even the plumbing is different on each one of them, which is why they can't build another one.
And how many Saturn V's did they send up? And every one of those motors was different?
Yes.
Wow.
Just enough different that they couldn't interchange any parts.
That doesn't sound like NASA.
That would give Daddy fits. He wouldn't like that at all.
Well, back in the early days of aviation, engines were like that too, that every plane had a custom fit engine.
Well, yeah, back in the Wright brothers, but
No, I'm all the way up to until World War II hit, we didn't mass produce aircraft engines.
They were custom built like hot rod engines, weren't they?
Exactly. That's pretty much what they were hot rod engines.
They had a casting and they had to be hand refined.
There were a total of 13 Saturn V launches.
Yeah.
They had 12 of them were complete successes. Apollo 6 was a partial failure.
Hmm.
I know that was one of. I'm going to see what they did, but it was a partial failure. Oh, that was the one. That was the one where they discovered pogo oscillation.
Yeah.
Mm.
Where the fuel started sloshing in the tanks, and the more it sloshed, the worse it got.
It's kind of like me and my Blackwater tank in the RV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The more it
really.
splashes, the worse it gets.
This is a kind of ghoulish question, but I know the Apollo 1 fire didn't involve anything below pretty much the capsule and service module. Were they
Right.
able to recycle the lower stages for a different launch?
Oh.
Or
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think that was.
Yeah,
But
I don't think it. I think it was high enough up that the fire didn't damage anything in the actual rocket.
Yeah, it didn't. It wouldn't have gotten past the heat shield.
Yeah.
It may have done some damage to the service module.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just because it would have been
There
an
was a
awful
picture
lot.
of shit dripping off the side of it that may have damaged
Yeah.
the service module.
Oh,
Like
but-
I said, it was a ghoulish question, but it just occurred to me.
I'm trying to remember the name of.
Okay, he had to stop on purpose because he couldn't remember the name of it. So
There was a failure in the SSMC, stackable stepper motor controller system, and it shut down. So, which means they've got to fix that and probably have to completely redo the test. This could push them back 4 to 6 months on launch. And it was scheduled for November.
Whereas completely trashing SN8 delayed things by what, 3 months?
okay,
Week
not
and a
even
half.
Week and a
just so
half.
y'all know,
Week and a half.
just so you know, the shuttle that they tested today is an RS-25.
Yeah, the engine's RS-25.
Space
Yeah.
shuttle had 3 of them.
Yeah. And one of the engines last flew in 2008. Hasn't been lit since 2008.
I know the feeling.
Dan, that's a lie. You got lit last night.
No, but it was a good line.
Oh.
I actually was on 2 shows last night.
Were you now?
Yeah, I was on Scott's show for Three Ravens Publishing, and then I was on the Green Room.
The green room. Yeah, green room. I couldn't stay awake. Of course, I had to wake up for the other launch, but that scrubbed 10 minutes before they went live.
Yeah, well, you have no way of knowing any of that ahead of time. You've got to be ready for it to actually happen. So,
And Blake's changed shirts again.
Went and
Not
put on
again.
the shirt
That's
that
the first
goes with the hockey mask.
Actually, it might go better with this hockey mask. Yeah, this is one of the more rare NECA Casey Jones masks. We went to that like Replays toy store and they had like everything.
And yeah, Donna, there was a green room last night. It really got kicking about your third sip of that little jar.
I hate to tell you this, but you actually got halfway down that jar. And we were all worried about you.
Yeah, that's the RS-25s right there.
Oh, that's the heavy weapons Daleks right there.
Yeah.
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 They're made by Pratt and Whitney and Rocketdyne.
Yep.
Oh, those are wonderful. Here.
Okay.
Donna Carly says she kind of put a dent in that lemonade. No, you almost totaled that jar last night.
Mm-hmm. At 60 proof or 80 proof or whatever it was.
Yeah, 60 proof.
60.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite high test, but it was ethyl.
Two Real Geeks says, do you all have YouTube channels? So if so, can we get the links to love to show support for all you do? It's real simple. This page, also HaloCon online, and then my name is Joe McKeel, McKeel, and then also Joe Dog McKeel. What's yours, Skunk?
That's
Scrubhouse Videos.
Well, the Scrubhouse Video Club, which let's see.
You might want to spell it for him. Or he's in YouTube. So if you just want to enter it down into the all box down there, so he knows how to spell it and he can track it down that way.
Yeah. It's a good show. I enjoy it. I don't join in. I mean, I go in the chat section. I don't pop up on screen.
I have to catch it on replay because it's at the same time as the StreamYard news town hall. That's where I met Two Real Geeks.
And that's about it.
That's
I'm not on
No,
YouTube.
I've got a YouTube channel, but I don't recommend anybody watch it.
I'm on Facebook as Next Day Phoenix. Other than that, not a whole lot.
What's Facebook?
I'm not familiar with it, but I dabble in it.
I may have to drop out for a second. My computer's having an issue for just a moment.
I posted stuff in the chat for Two Real Geeks, so if they see it.
Okay.
Back in a moment.
Yeah, they're on YouTube, so they're. Yeah, I think we're only running one YouTube channel. Yeah, we're only running one YouTube.
Guys, I am getting a little green in the gills.
Go.
So I'm going to head out. Hey, everybody, wish me a happy birthday, 61 on Monday.
All right.
Birthday, 610 on Monday. Got you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right. We'll holler at y'all later.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Break a leg.
You too.
I'm going to go get a refill. I'll be right back.
That's scary.
He's multiplying. Talk to this guy right here on the other side.
John, pay attention
You guys
to
don't
yourself.
like me because I'm black. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
John, pay attention to yourself.
I'm trying to.
He's ignoring you completely.
Yeah,
He's stone facing all of us.
now I'm seeing a black screen. Okay, that's
There we go.
There he goes.
Yeah, I'm going to put up. I was sharing a picture of the Artemis booster.
Yeah.
And my computer locked up, or the whole thing locked up. The operating. I could still hear you.
Yeah.
I couldn't see you.
Yeah, I've been having that trouble here lately. And since the YouTube or the Windows update, my button is super sensitive. I mean, one click can actually be 3 or 4 now.
Shut up, Christian.
On what, your Windows key?
Yeah.
This is what I was trying to do. That's the back. That's what tested today, basically.
Yeah.
They did, they really. So that's what's going to put them on the moon, huh?
Supposedly. Yeah. Has anybody else noticed that since the Windows update, the mouse is acting funny? Or is that
No.
just me?
Just you.
No, I think it's just a Joe update.
You may have to take some time off and play with your mouse, get the sensitivity right.
Probably.
Of course, you may have a mouse going out too.
Clean it.
Well, it's kind of hard to clean this one. Back,
What do you mean it's kind of hard
This
to
one?
clean it?
so I got one like this.
I got like this.
Yeah, it's the thumb clip. Thumb. This button.
Oh, I don't have that button on mine.
Rollerball. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it the rollerball that's going out?
No, the click button.
The clicky button.
Because I only have like the 2 on the side, which I don't. This front page and back page,
Yeah.
and then those. I don't have any other
You
fancy
clean your
ones.
mouse, boy.
I know. It's all that stuff I can't mention on the regular show.
Two Real Geek says thought it was just him. He said yes, the update did that. Okay, because it's been driving me crazy the last few days.
Yeah, I haven't had any. Well, I don't use I don't use my touchpad or anything, and I've turned the sensitivity decently far up on my trackball. So I don't know.
It seems to be doing okay. I've been playing
Chris
games
Walker
and everything.
Elon will get the folks up without too much difficulty. I see what you did there. Of course, he tried to correct himself, but no, we get your pun. We get your pun.
I hope that Elon beats NASA the punch and puts a base on the moon before anybody else.
Yeah.
Hey, we've been waiting on you. You know, that's.
Yeah. Hey, all right, we got to behave now. Lewis is watching, so we can't talk about him now.
Yeah, we can. We talk about him while he's here. Why are we going to stop now?
All right. Oh, I'm so tired.
No.
And then Chris says autocorrect decided to do the pun. Wished he had thought of it.
I added some new signage. I moved some things around.
Yeah.
I got the Guardians of the Galaxy for $4 metal. I got the Texaco down here, and then pow.
I like the pow.
Yes, I like it's over the shoulder.
Yeah. And Lewis says he said just for a few minutes. He's here for a few minutes. He said he didn't want to throw up on camera.
Yeah, that would demonetize this.
Yeah. That'd be the best show we ever had.
Yeah, when we went up to Bowling Green, we went to like this giant flea market, and I got all sorts of random stuff.
Okay, Two Real Geeks, we appreciate it. Thank you. And we will catch you. We'll be back Thursday for sure at 9 o'clock. And then we got a lot of other stuff going. Just keep a watch on my page for sure and get the notifications. You have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And Donna Carleen says she appreciates Lewis by bowing out for and not puking on cam.
Yeah, we're not in Technicolor.
Yeah. Chris says visually, that would be visually memorable.
Miserably visual.
Yeah.
Viscerally miserable.
Yeah.
Catch me trying to say that in another hour.
Oh. So you went up to Louisville today?
No, not Louisville. Bowling Green.
Bowling Green.
And they have like the largest indoor flea market. Like there is barely anyone there. Everyone's pretty afraid of the COVID.
Yeah.
So like we got to just walk around and have some like, I guess you'd call it carnival style food. And like we shopped around. That's like I picked up a gift for Valentine's Day from a lady, which I could probably drag over here. It's an auto harp, if anyone knows what that is.
I do indeed.
See, Dan's all excited. And
Hey,
then
it's a neat little toy.
and then I picked up
Oh,
one
and
of.
plus did you check out the Corvette Museum?
I've been a couple of times already. And then one of these like 301 like Game Boy knockoffs. And we went to the Replay Toy Place, and I got the 2 masks. And yeah, it was fun. Like it was nice to get out of the house and be safe and socially distance where you could. Like sometimes there was a little shoulder bumping, like in some more popular booths, but it wasn't terrible. Everyone was cool, and they had hand sanitizer everywhere, and It was a good time.
Yeah, I
Let's see.
can't pass one of those hand sanitizer. I'm addicted to that stuff.
I know.
It's absorbing
That's what
alcohol
they're
through your
trying
skin.
to do.
Yeah.
It's conspiracy to get everyone addicted to hand sanitizer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I can't play this thing. But yeah, it's a Oscar Schmidt. I don't know if
Not
that's a good
familiar
thing.
with the brands on those. All I know is somebody that knows what they're doing makes it sound real good.
Like the original price on this thing was like $230, and I got it for $90 with tax. So it's used, but it's in pretty good condition.
That's decent.
Yeah,
Do you have to play it for pick, or does it just?
I think you have to play with the pick. You can do finger, but
It seems I remember seeing someone play them, and they had the little loop.
finger picks. Yeah,
Yeah, the little finger.
yeah.
Yeah.
My girlfriend has the banjo ones anyway, so that should work on here.
That would work.
Yeah.
That will work perfectly well. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think they're the same thing.
Yeah. So yeah, like you have to like hold down a key. Like I don't know. I just make it sound like bad horror music. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. That is heavy and large. I had to carry it around the whole place.
So have y'all heard they're inaugurating a new president next week?
Yeah. I seem to recall reading something about
They're
that.
not.
They are.
No.
They are.
If he lives that long.
Well, here's the thing. Don't they have to finish the impeachment first?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, they can't impeach a non-standing president,
Yeah,
right?
Hey, that's Congress
Yeah, they
for you right
can.
there.
Yes, they
They
can.
can.
Well, fine.
What,
Well,
what
fine.
No. Hold up. The impeachment already happened. It's the Senate hearing.
It's the Senate trial. They can do that. Yes.
So yes,
I'm
he
gonna
has
impeach
been.
Woodrow Wilson then.
He has been impeached twice. That's happened.
But if it sticks, is what we're gonna find out here soon.
And
No,
it-
He doesn't get to run for president again. That's pretty much why they're trying to impeach
That's
him.
why they're doing it. That's why they're going to go through with it. He can't ever hold any political
don't you have
office again.
I know,
if
but
the
that-
Senate
I
convicts.
don't really want to talk politics, but I do want to explain this real quick.
Yeah, explain it to me because I thought like he has
The
both
impeachment
parts.
happened. The impeachment happened. It's done. He's
It's done.
impeached. He's been
Okay.
impeached a second time. He hasn't been removed from office for the same reason that him and Clinton weren't removed the last two times that there was an impeachment. Is that it? Then the House of Representatives does the impeachment. Then the Senate holds a trial related to whether or not that the president should be brought up on charges.
Okay.
Now, the last, so the Senate said, and Mitch McConnell said, we're not going to be doing that because the time that it takes to do one of those hearings is longer than would be possible before Biden's inauguration. It just, we won't be able to have any kind of resolution. Nothing will happen. So instead, we would rather take the next couple of weeks and focus on bringing, or not a couple of weeks, the next week, and focus on bringing in, doing everything we need to do to have a peaceful transition of power for our new president.
Does that mean Trump gets to keep his Secret Service and pay and everything?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no trial.
Well, he gets that for life no matter what.
No, you can be removed if he was found guilty.
Yeah, he could be removed.
Now, here's the thing. So he's been impeached twice, right? Once he's out of office, because there's an unwritten rule. This is where a lot of people are really terrified right now. There is an unwritten rule in relation to the president that says that unless he's impeached for a crime that he commits in the White House, that is a crime that is directly related. There's a whole entire thing about it. Like charges can't be brought up against him otherwise, right? So the individuals cannot bring up charges to him. It has to be the federal government, all this other stuff. that's the thing, is it has to go through the impeachment process because of that, right? And like I said, this is an unwritten rule. It really isn't written anywhere. It's just something that we've always done with presidents. The moment that he's out of office, he is no longer under that specialized presidential protection in regards to the law. He is now federally and state level both a target for arrests and fines and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Right. That was one of the reasons he was fighting really, really so hard to stay in, because there's already been politicians and lawmakers in places like New York who are like, no, like as soon as this is done, your ass is ours. We're coming after you.
57 cases of financial fraud in New York courts alone.
Yep.
Oh, it's gonna suck to be him.
Yeah.
And one of the federal prosecutors said that he wanted to go after. He said that during the Russia investigation, that they felt that anything that they had there would have to go to in front of the Congress in order to. And he felt that like the stuff that they had on the Russia stuff would not bode well in front of Congress. But now that he's going to be leaving the presidency, he wants the FBI to bring that stuff back up. And I believe it was Barr who said, let it go. Don't even, because it's going to be an even bigger shit show the second time, because we didn't do anything with that information the first time. So it's a bunch of weird stuff going on, man. But the reason for the second impeachment more than anything else, and somebody explained this on Twitter when I read about it, I was like, oh, that's a really good point. His impeachment means that they could bring him up. They could have brought him up on charges through the Senate, right? But it also means he cannot issue any pardons to anyone who is involved with storming the Capitol.
Yeah.
And they can still bring him up on insurrection sedition charges in the Senate as part of the trial. They could. Whether or not they will.
Yeah.
Whether or not they will. But
the thing is that Mitch McConnell, I think if I've read the law correctly, again, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm especially not at all up on my congressional law. But from what I understand, Mitch McConnell's big mistake here was saying, I don't want to pursue this because Biden's going to be in office and who cares anyway. Because that whole entire thing with the sedation and all that could actually hit him after he leaves the presidency.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves the presidency, he could be brought up on charges of treason or sedation. All of that stuff could be brought up.
Incitement to riot and all kinds of other stuff.
Not brought up by Congress, right? They could use the impeachment, and then furthermore, Mitch McConnell not wanting to pursue it because, again, he stated the reason being was Biden's coming into office anyway. Let's just worry about that because it's not going to matter by the time that we get everything set up to actually have the trial.
Well,
they could use that statement. Because that was a publicly made statement. They could use that statement in a court of law, which means that the Commonwealth of D.C., the District of Columbia, could bring that up on him as charges. The federal government could also bring their own charges against him since it was a federal building. Yeah. Essentially, what I'm saying is the rest of this month going into February is going to get very interesting.
This entire year is going to be very, very interesting.
And McConnell
this entire year is going to relax somewhere around March. Nobody's going to give a shit.
You know who else could sue him? National Park Service. Because if I'm not mistaken, the National Park Service covers the grounds out in front of the Capitol building.
Oh yeah, But the thing is, reason McConnell doesn't want it is because he doesn't want the
Aggravating.
He doesn't want to lose face with the Republican Party. By the time it comes up, Schumer will be in charge.
But that's the thing is with him saying that, right? It made a lot of sense than the statement that he made. I'm only going off of the statement that he made. I can't go into what is Mitch McConnell's actual plan. As far as I know, his actual plan, my assumption is his actual plan is I don't want my buddy getting in trouble. Save face with the Republicans, like you said, right? And try to quell these people that are being lunatics right now. But I don't think that that's actually the case or I believe that's actually the case. But going off of what he said, right, is a completely different story. And I believe if he's telling the truth, either way, it doesn't really matter. What he said was that he was doing it so that there would be a better transition of power for Biden. And I think, that's way more important than trying to prosecute this guy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, pretty much, Chris. He's got no plan.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Of course, Donna Carlene says, dumb question. If he's impeached, does he still get his retirement salary and guards and stuff?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why they should go ahead with the Senate trial, even though he's no longer in office.
But
if he is convicted in the Senate, he loses the pension. He loses the security detail, although the Secret Service will argue he's had access to national secrets. He should still have a security detail.
Yes.
Now, that being said, there's another way that he can lose all of that. And that's if he's convicted of another crime, or of that crime, but not by the Senate, but by a court of law. And if that happens and he goes to prison, he loses everything.
Yeah. Well, he'll still get the 24-hour protection if he goes to prison.
It just won't be the Secret Service; it'll be the prison guards.
Yep.
And because of how high profile he is, if he does go to prison, he will be in solitary. Not because they want to punish him, but because they can't let him around other prisoners.
Oh, they'll have him in Epstein's cell. With the faulty cameras.
That was dark.
Yeah, I'm a dark fellow.
That's the thing about it too. Is just like, I obviously don't like the guy. I never liked the guy. He's always a jerk. But at the same exact time, right? I don't want him to die because I don't believe that there's an afterlife.
Well, I'll put it this way.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm leaving it at that.
I really
let
hope.
your imagination do the work.
I think we've taken this subject about as far as we can without putting our foot in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we already put our foot in it. Let's just move in.
No,
I
we're
agree
just dabbling our toes at the moment. We could really step off the deep end. If
I
we
agree with what Chris said about 3 minutes ago. It's time to move on.
So who has seen WandaVision yet?
Nope.
No TV, so
No, I
I know it's on streaming, but I'm not. I've already got Netflix, and Lindsay has BritBox. We're not paying for another streaming service. That's the reason we dumped the satellite.
So you've got Netflix?
Yeah,
Mr. Iglesias.
been watching.
Enrique.
Episode 10 of the first season, I fell out of the chair laughing. When he was talking about selling merchandise.
Yeah.
Do you remember that scene?
I don't know if I've seen the series yet. I've been watching some of his stand-up specials, but
Watch. He's got a sitcom.
oh, okay.
You got to watch it. You'll know it when you see it. But he's talking about selling merchandise.
Hmm.
He used to sell. The character, one of the characters says, "Yeah, I used to sell merchandise at Tracy Chapman concerts," and then Gabriel Iglesias just says, "Yeah, I know about having to peddle merch for venues." That's all I'm gonna say. I fell completely off. I was laying in the bed. I fell out of the bed laughing so hard I could not breathe.
Now, the last thing I watched on Netflix, if it wasn't a cartoon, was a history of cuss words.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm only halfway through that, and I really enjoyed that. But I keep going. George Carlin could have done all this in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's still a good show. Yeah. It's still a really good show.
And also, if you're into the animated, Disenchanted has season 3 out now.
Actually, I believe the last animated thing that I went through, I had started watching a Japanese studios version of X-Men cartoons.
And Chris Walker says he saw the Carrie Fisher doppelganger video that I got posted, and he says, "Thank you." Have you seen that? Yeah, you saw that, didn't you, Dan?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen it yet, Blake?
No, I saw the snapshot and it looks really nice. Like, I think it works.
Honestly, the whole time I kept saying, I said, she reminds me of somebody. Who does she remind me of? Who does she remind me of? Boom, Carrie Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just,
well, between like Carrie Fisher and Carrie's daughter, I think they could redo the entire saga if they had to.
Yeah.
Because she was the one in the flashback scenes. It was Carrie's daughter. Yeah, was in the flashback scenes. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Oh, and I also saw that the reworking of that Luke Skywalker scene from Mandalorian set to
Need a Hero.
Need a Hero. And I sat there and I go, I hope this is a song I think it is. And from the first note, yes, it was. And every single second of that was just so perfect. That was extremely nice. Sometimes you wish that the original show would do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, have you seen the reimagined Vader Obi-Wan fight scene?
Oh yes, they totally trashed the interior of that Death Star before Luke ever gets a shot off.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Batman Superman version of that?
No.
Yes. Where Batman has to rescue Superman
and Darth Vader. Yeah.
No, the superpower beat down. Yeah.
Yeah. That's some really that you just go, oh, that's the way it would go down. Yep.
I posted that video of the Darth Vader set to I Need a Hero. And if you watch the whole thing and let it rotate over to the next couple of videos, the next one is the actual trailer. And here's the thing. The third one, if you let it rotate again, is somebody actually put the music from the original where Luke Skywalker's doing that scene. They put just the music on there from the soundtrack. And I almost feel bad about putting the I Need a Hero because the music from the original soundtrack is pretty darn good too.
There was somebody else that did one where they did the end, I think it was Rebels, and the Luke scene in Mandalorian split screen so that you could see the fighting styles at the same time. And it's like somebody's choreography was on point.
Yeah. Well, of
That-
course, a lot of people are saying the Luke scene in Mandalorian was to give Luke Skywalker that Vader moment, that Vader fight moment, just to show how badass he really was.
Mm-hmm. Before everything later on in the saga went to kind of south.
Of course, I think it was y'all that I came out and says Grogu will be the one that turns Ben Solo into Kylo Ren.
So
I don't remember you saying
well,
that.
hold on.
but,
So are you thinking that Grogu is Snoke then?
No, Grogu was rescued from the Jedi Temple by Anakin to be his Padawan
Yeah, yes.
and was secretly training him.
It would have to be a big secret because in the series it literally says, and Anakin slayed every man, woman, and child that was a Jedi that was available on all the surrounding planets. So it
But
maybe.
he was training him to be his the Sith power of two or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
The rule of two.
Rule of two. He was training Grogu to be his apprentice.
Unless they bring in a short-haired dude from the video games and make him canon finally.
Yeah. And the thing is, Emperor died on Death Star, which was, what Anakin was planning to do, and bring Luke in, but he couldn't turn Luke. It's probably why he gave up on Grogu, because he had a chance to bring in Luke. It didn't work. So left Grogu out in the wild.
Yeah, maybe. We got a while to wait.
Writer logic is always fuzzy until you actually see it on screen.
And then it's even fuzzier.
Not really. Once you see what visual clues that the director has put there, it can be like, oh, well, I know what's going to happen next. Look, 5 minutes from now, this is going to happen, then this, and then 6 scenes from now, you're going to see this foreshadow, which is going to lead up to the. I have ruined so many movies for people just sitting there going, yeah, if I was writing this was the way I was going to do it.
Yeah. And
John it played out the perfectly obvious way.
Yeah. And John Pike had jumped in and says, hey guys, he's with his Back of the Cereal Box brand, which is Saturday mornings. Throw me out real quick on your times, John.
8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, yeah. I could have asked Blake. All right.
That's all right. Blake answered.
Now, Dan, since you say you can see it, did you see what was coming in the scene in The Sixth Sense, or did that one catch you off guard?
I wouldn't know. I've never seen it. I've got a copy. I've never watched it.
You've not seen Sixth Sense?
Shyamalan bores the tears out of me. I can see all that shit coming.
Okay. That one threw everybody.
Well, yeah, it got famous for throwing everybody, but that was one of the things where I didn't know who the director was, and I didn't know what the famous last minute twist that is his trademark is, but now I know it in every one of his films. There's going to be something here right there at the tail end, going to make everything turn on its head. And that might have been because I had fallen out of the habit of going to theaters to see things because I really, really dislike crowds. I mean, I can go to a convention, that's fine. I can't go to a movie theater. It's like a gazenti on a sidewalk, so many people.
Yeah. And well, the thing is, you're in a dark room with a bunch of strangers, and you can't keep track of them. At a convention, you can see them coming.
Yeah. And you've seen me at a convention. I know where people are behind me, much less the ones I'm looking at. Oh. it's not like being paranoid, but it is an extreme fear of crowds, and I've been trying to deal with it all my life. And some people have said they've never noticed it in me, and I'm going, well, maybe I'm hiding it real well, but it's just one of those things. I don't particularly enjoy it. It's not fun, but conventions I can relax, especially small ones like Liberty and Acrocon. I know everybody. It feels like a family reunion. I don't have to be paranoid about somebody sneaking up on me.
True.
Oh, I guess did we lose Aunt Donna?
She might have finished the jar off. I don't know.
No, she might have passed out.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 3 viewers. One of them's Chris, and one of them's
John,
Something. The third one is
maybe Donna, Aunt Donna.
Is it Dan? You watching Dan?
or John.
I'm here live. I ain't watching anything else.
Is he still there? Look, Joe, you're freaking out about nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, she got quiet, and that's unusual.
That's when you worry.
Yeah, that's when I worry. Especially, I get worried when older people get quiet.
I get worried when kids get quiet. They're always up to something.
Yep. Ah, she's listening as she's writing. Well, get back to writing then, and don't talk to us no more. Right.
Right, all the things.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Push all the keys.
Yeah. Today's good news kind of got me inspired to get back to work on the story so I can actually finish it. I've got some tricky plot twists in the last chapter I've got to resolve, and I've got to split that thing up into 2 different stories. So the first part of it is something totally unrelated to the second part of it. It's like, it's going along. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Here's a phone call. Wait a minute. We're going to change gears and go do something else. I'm going, shouldn't this be 2 different stories? And in the back of my head, I'm going, no, it's all one long convoluted thing. It's going to be novella length in itself, just this one little short story. And then again, I'm second guessing myself and going, people are not going to like the multiple twists and changes in here unless they're really invested in everything else that went before that got them to this point. So I don't know what to do, but I've got to finish the bloody thing. It's like I'm already at almost 40,000 words. No, I'm over 40,000 words. I'm almost to 50,000. So
that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
50,000's a super book.
No deadline on this one. There's still like 5 stories in the series that have to be published first.
It's the same as mine. There's no deadline on this. It's just whenever I finish it. And then I've got the fantasy story sitting on the back burner, waiting on me to finish this one. And I really would love to wind up the fantasy story because it's some really good world building there. It's a total change of gears for me because I don't usually write fantasy. Don't let me monopolize the conversation, guys.
Well, I like what you're saying. That's why I let you talk.
Well, it's not my show. I shouldn't be the only one talking. We should all
It is our show, so everybody talk at once.
Okay, let's all talk at once.
Well, we do that. We do that really well. And there goes that damn submarine again.
Yeah, I moved back. I like the mic at a certain point, and I move around. Of course, this mic I can set just about anywhere, but I just like it right there.
I keep waiting for John to go ahead and launch the depth charges and the anti-submarine missiles and whatnot, whatever his tank holds.
Well, I was trying to look professional for the show, but I'm sorry, this hat and this shirt, I got to come down. This is why I'm wearing a hat. My hair looks like crap.
Crap. Good old crap.
Yeah.
Look, I got nothing. I haven't had anything in a while. So
I'm actually looking at the news right now, trying to find us something.
I'm looking for more metal signs to put up.
here's something. When I was at work the other, or not work.
I'll be right back.
I was out damn it, Joe, this involves you. I was out the other day and I guess
He can still hear you.
I'll just wait till he comes back. This is a visual thing. He has to see this.
Well, I find myself in the unenviable position of having to find an affordable 9mm handgun because I have an excess of ammunition from one that is no longer functional.
Shh. Don't tell anybody you've got extra ammo right now.
No.
It'll look
Well,
like a zombie. You'll have people
no.
throwing money at your front porch.
Well, they can keep I'll rake the money in and keep it. I'm not going to give any of this up. I'm trying to get my mom to go through my dad's collection for something that I've got ammo for that I've never actually had anything that would chamber it, and it's a little
Okay.
It's a little Russian thing called
No,
a
wait. When you say 9mm, we're talking about 9x19 parabellum. Okay.
We're talking about standard American 9mm. So yeah,
There are several 9mm cartridges out there.
yes,
And
they are. This is not for anything bizarre. It's a centerfire. I think it's
When you
Remler.
said Russian. Russian has, trust me, Russia does
No.
bizarre.
Two different things. I also have ammo for a Tokarov.
Now you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Right. So,
And my dad used to have one, so I'm trying to get my mom to go through dad's stuff and let me buy it off of her.
First of all, do you have any other 9mm parabellum weapons other than that one pistol that you're not using?
Nope.
Okay. So my suggestion would be to go look and find you something you like that fits your hand well.
Mm-hmm. And be a medium size.
And go from there. Now, me, just something about my hand, I like the bigger magazines. So it fits my hands, but the thin ones, they just don't fit well.
Nope.
You got single stack magazines, you got double stack magazines. I like the double stack magazine because
I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem with either one. I've got a 44 Magnum Desert Eagle, and I've got a 380. I think it's American Arms, or it's something out of California. Little pocket pistol, 5-round, and teeny tiny thing. So I've got no problem. I've got another 380 that's a double stack magazine, and that I don't have any problem with that. It's a
somebody may have to go pawn shopping here in the near future.
That's what I was thinking, and I really don't want to piss my wife off, but it may have to be done. It's like, don't I have enough? Well, yeah, but I've got all this stuff laying around here that's useless unless I have
sell the ammo.
Huh?
You could sell the ammo.
It's kind of
that's all two problems.
I wouldn't really want to take the chance of somebody going, "Hey, this stuff don't work. You sold me a bum steer." And I'm going, "Well, picking the folk time," but I'd really rather. The collector in me really just wants to have something that could go out and target shoot with it,
We're a quiet bunch today.
Taurus,
yes, we are.
CZ, the Czechoslovakian company.
I love those. Those are very fine copies of Berettas.
Their main 9mm CZ75 and such are almost like clones of the Browning high power.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a really nice gun for the money. I wish I'd bought a bunch of those when I had the chance to.
Actually, I think that
I never sold them though.
I think that double stack 380 I was talking about is a CD 75, but it's a 380. I'm not sure. Come to pop up. No, it's a Taurus. It's a Taurus.
Oh, there you go.
So,
That's what.
Shredder,
Yes.
look at what I have.
Woo-woo.
Oh, you just. That's why I was going to sleep the other night. I didn't even open the bottle.
That's too sleepy. You can't
No.
even open the bottle to
No.
take the
I
stuff.
didn't
keep it
remember
away.
to put it on this side of the room. Oh, you got that.
Pink lemonade.
Oh.
You got all the. You got all.
How was the grape? You keep the blue raspberry.
I haven't tried them. I just have all of them. I bought the collection.
You bought the whole set.
I bought the whole set.
Dan's got it too.
Yeah, there you go.
How is the blue raspberry, Dan? Since you tap him all, well, he can't even hear me.
He doesn't have his headphones on.
And you know, no matter which one you open, they all taste the same.
So the blue raspberry. I was going to ask how the blue raspberry tasted.
Well, we'll find out.
It tastes like B12.
Yeah, really. It tastes like Kool-Aid. Of course, it'll take me about half an hour to get the plastic safety wrap off of it. But
All right, Chris Walker's back. He said he had to leave for a moment. When Larry Elmore replies to a comment that you make, you respond.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm sorry, I don't know who that is, but
Larry Elmore did a lot of artwork for Dragon Magazine and Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. He is a very famous artist.
that's cool.
the
You
blue
know,
raspberry is not as
Hang on a second.
bitter as
I'm not
some of the
gonna.
other.
I personally, I mean, I don't care who you are. I'm gonna drop everything and reply to you when I'm in the, hanging out with my friends. I think my friends are a little bit more important.
Well, Larry is one of
I'm just giving Chris some shit.
Yeah.
He's busting his balls a little bit.
Put those over there by that painkiller that I don't need. Oh, I got one more of those things left, and I
Brian
hate
Brian
taking
sent us a Facebook love, but didn't show up to comment at all. Odd. Great. And he went and got his Dungeon Master's kit.
Close. That's the Larry
Dragon.
Elmore.
All right. Right on.
Oh yeah.
See if I can find a famous one here. No.
I'm going to throw out a little teaser.
There's a famous one that Larry Elmore did.
I do remember that actually.
Yeah. Okay. See. Here's another famous. He did a lot of the Dragonlance stuff.
Yeah.
So I believe that's one of the Dragonlance characters, if I'm not mistaken.
I haven't heard from Larry in a while. How is he doing? Anyone talk to him lately?
Who? Larry Elmore?
Chris
Yeah.
did. Chris just did.
Doing art and everything. Last I heard.
Like I haven't spoke to him in a bit.
Oh, Bill Warren popped up on my Facebook today. I haven't heard from him in quite a while. He's another famous cover artist.
Catacon XL.
What is this? 40
I
this
think
year?
they're up to 47 now.
Oh, okay.
300 and something.
Which it was supposed to have been this month. I think it was going to be 47, and they're trying to do the virtual thing. So I don't know if they're actually going to have. I don't know if they're going to renumber this year to next year or not. So. That's one bad thing about COVID. It's going to just screw up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, these things, they happen.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I did have.
I
Go ahead.
went to the CZ page looking at pistols and firearms. They've gotten huge. They have a lot of stuff. So, I was actually looking in the late 80s at buying a few of their things. Oh, that's cool. It's cool. And they only had a few product lines back then. Of course, I was stationed in Berlin at the time, so I actually got to see a lot of the stuff you didn't see in the United States.
Yeah.
And now that they look like their website looks like the Call of Duty, where you equip your character for Call of Duty.
Well, my wife thinks that my collection looks like that scene from The Matrix. I need guns, lots of guns. Infinite walls come sliding past. It's not really, but that's the way she sees it.
I'm gonna throw a little teaser out here because it's not completely done. And while Chris is watching, this is a teaser of something coming up.
Neat.
You like that?
Yeah.
What do you think of that artwork, John?
God, it'd be nice if it bigger, but yeah.
That's as big as I can get it.
That's just a preview.
She said.
That's just a preview.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
You need to put that as your background for like the Halicon site or something.
I don't think he'd afford the license on that one.
Of course, it'd be kind of creepy to be sitting here having a show like this, knowing that there's somebody standing behind you like that. That's.
Chris Walker went, ooh. Trust me, Chris. That's just less than a quarter of the artwork.
Is this the thing that I know a little about?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it's not even the preview thing that we need to talk about for a couple of months from now.
Well, it's certainly
scary, John. Yeah. It's John, when you see it, you're gonna love it. All I'm gonna say is when the look of your book matters to you, and that's where I'm gonna leave it.
Of course.
Could you
Larry
not tell
Elmore
me
posted on Facebook 3 hours ago with some new artwork. So that's So he's still doing stuff.
Oh, dude, look at that! You've pissed Chris off. Good job, Joe.
Well, Chris, this is some of the behind the scenes stuff that I do all the time.
It doesn't tell you about and leaves you out of the loop of, despite the fact that you're supposed to be an integral part of this organization.
That's what you get for missing staff meetings.
Yeah.
What's staff meeting?
We can't afford to do staff meetings. I will be popping it up on the staff page in the next couple days, the completed version.
Yeah, you can't afford to do staff meetings. So we can afford to do staff meetings. What we can't afford is for one of our people to get COVID. That's what we can't afford. As you've noticed previously, tonight, I can go to a bar and I'm fine. Lewis does everything. I go to a bar, wrestling shows. I went to the mall. I went to the flea market. I haven't got COVID. Lewis is being careful as hell, and he got it. So
yeah, exactly. You go to a convention, and it's like 50-50 if you get con cred. So.
That's
Yeah,
Skunk.
pretty much.
How long has it been since you've been to the bar?
Huh?
How long has it been since you've been to the bar?
I don't know, like 6 hours.
Well, then you have about 6 days to find out if you got it or not.
Trust me, I didn't get it.
Just saying.
I thought it was 15 days.
Up to, yeah. The median is 5 to 9, so 6 days is the median of that median.
Damn, my blood pressure. I'm craving salt.
Have
Jake-
you measured? Have you had your blood pressure done today?
Not today.
You should be able to do that at home, Joe. If you got a problem with it, you should be able to do it at home. You should
If you
have the kit.
problem, you solve it.
I do. I take medication.
You gonna check out the hook while the DJ revolves it there, Blake?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for getting that.
I got it. I just didn't know whether or not that was what you were broadcasting.
You didn't know what to do with it, did you, Dan?
No, I didn't. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Although I do have a cutting. Yeah, I do have a cutting wit every once in a while, but it takes me a while for the run up.
Yeah. Chris says he hasn't missed one meeting. No, you haven't, Chris. Actually, you've been to some meetings that people didn't even know was a meeting.
I was at a meeting once.
I don't mind meetings, but when you got to go get up in front and says, "Hi, I'm Joe."
Hey, all my meetings involve a barbecue grill.
John says, "You know what else is scary? The amount of money Blake and I spent at Flealand."
Yeah, just between Flealand and the replay, yeah, just a wee bit.
Y'all could have bought a submarine with that.
At least one.
Now, don't do it. Damn.
Oh, it did it. I could hear it.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh, sorry, I'm off the screen.
There's a bug on your hand.
I thought that. Where'd it go?
It was on your left hand or right hand. Or
I felt. Okay. I don't know what it was. Was it a spider?
it looked like one of those little stink bug type things.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
at least
yeah.
they don't sting.
Yeah.
I thought for a minute
No,
you had
what-
Tabasco
what-
sauce on your finger.
No, I had 1 grain of salt on my finger.
Oh.
I scratched my eye.
I'll be right
That-
back. I'm
that
actually
will
spending
do.
more money.
Oh,
Okay.
well, I'm going after another beer. I'll be right back.
All right. Where you at? There you are. Okay.
I'll stay here until they get back with their beer.
Okay.
Everybody's leaving me.
Oh.
All right. I'm still trying to find us a good news story. Other than the thing I found, the guy who did the director for the John Wick movies
Yeah.
is looking into doing a Dungeons and Dragons movie.
I thought they were going to do that on Netflix.
Well, I don't know. I put it on stupid o'clock, so I'll read her to you here real quick. You see here, strange enough, Hasbro apparently owns the rights to Dungeons and Dragons. Figure that one out.
Huh.
A new D&D TV series is currently in the works with John Wick screenwriter Derek Kolstad penning the script.
Hmm.
And apparently it's going to have Chris Pine in it.
Huh.
See, Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly are directing the reboot. That could be interesting.
Yeah, John, that is something I would like to find out too. Did you guys know that in the COVID bill they slipped in
The UFO thing?
Yeah, the UFO thing, to where they've got to declassify everything on the UFOs.
That's a trick question, you know. If you tell the government to declassify everything on UFOs, they can say, okay, we've had 10,700 incidents where someone said that the flying object was unidentified. There you go. So now, if you want to talk about aliens from another planet, that's a little bit more definite. You know, that's putting their feet to the fire. You know, if you see lights in the distance, okay, it's a UFO. If it gets close and you see it's a Boeing 747, it's no longer a UFO. Yeah,
And that's their story, and that's
that's their story, and they'll stick to it.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to ask them about all the debris at Roswell, they'll tell you it was, you know, a weather balloon.
Weather balloon, yeah.
There's just one problem. Supposedly that weather balloon went down in a thunderstorm in the middle of the Arizona desert, and all the debris was perfectly clean. A, nothing stays clean in the desert.
No.
And B, yeah, especially not after a thunderstorm. Yeah. B, there was the guy that did the forensics on it. It was really cool. He looked at it and said, you know, that's exactly enough debris for one weather balloon. He says, in other words, somebody went to the supply room, got a weather balloon, tore it all to shreds, and laid it in the general's office. When was the last time you saw anyone put a dirty weather balloon, okay, in the middle of the general's office?
And where were the sonar or radar deflectors?
Yeah, exactly.
The targets.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they were there, but yeah.
Not
John
in the photo.
Pica answered your question about D&D was owned by Hasbro. D&D animated series was done by Marvel Animation. Hasbro bought Marvel Animation. They own D&D, G.I. Joe, and Transformers Animated.
Thank you, John. Good to know.
The more you know.
The more you know. Hey, Dungeons and Dragons has been bought and sold by so many different companies. It's not even funny.
Well, Gary's no longer alive, so.
Right. Well, they went from TSR to who's the people that did Magic the Gathering? Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast bought them. And apparently, one of the main stockholders for Wizards of the Coast was, strangely enough, the 700 Club. Figure that one out.
I'm not going to say. I am not going to say. That'll get us kicked off.
That may be why they bought it, trying to shut it down.
It's worse than that.
Yeah. It's the old P.T. Barnum theory about I don't care what you say about me as long as you spell my name right, you know. They buy Dungeons and Dragons and then they tell all the parents, hey, don't let your kids play this game because it's the devil. And so, of course, all the kids go out and buy the game. You know, billions of dollars later, you know, they sell it off to, you know, whoever, Hasbro. And yes, I lived through the satanic panic with Dungeons and Dragons.
So did I. I wound up having to explain it to my grandparents and my aunts and uncles because some of my younger cousins were actually playing and I'd already gotten out of it. So it's statistics and Cheetos and Mountain Dew, basically.
I won the lottery. Oh my God, I won the lottery.
Well, there's an interesting one too.
Yeah.
I finally found a good news story.
Proof. I won a ticket.
How much you win? Oh, you won a whole ticket. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
Talk about recycling.
I won $5 one week.
The most I've ever won in the lottery, $10. Strangely enough, spent it all on lottery tickets. So
I've won
technically, I didn't win a thing.
I've won 500 a couple times on scratch offs.
We've got a guy at work that clears about $5,000 every 2 or 3 weeks on scratch offs.
Let me
I
read y'all
hate
something.
people like
This
that.
might be interesting. Let's see, who is it here? Disney, who owns the Predator series now, you know, the Predator movies with Schwarzenegger. They reportedly want Schwarzenegger and Adrian Brody back for a new Predator movie.
Oh, I know what that is.
And Adrian Brody was the original Predator, right?
No,
No,
Brody played in
Predators.
Predators,
Oh,
where
okay.
they're all on another planet. All these mercenaries get hired, put on another planet.
I like the theory that Aliens was created by the Predators.
As
No,
something to hunt.
Yeah.
In Prometheus, they're promoted by the creators, is what they call them. So, which supposedly the creators created the human race too. So,
All right, I'll be right back. Take me out, damn it.
I wondered what was going on there until your face moved.
who should we blame for that fiasco?
The cat.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I can find me another quick news story here.
Oh, you know who was number 11 in that contest that I was, the poll that I was tied for number 10?
Huh.
The guy that writes the Dresden Files.
Oh,
Yeah. And it doesn't mean that I'm better a writer than him. It just means fewer of his fans knew about the poll. Ah.
I'm about to throw this damn mouse out the window.
Why are you playing with the cat's dinner?
you may have to play around with sensitivity settings.
Yeah.
Because chances are, if you go into the mouse controls in your computer, you'll see all sorts of buttons that were clicked that weren't clicked before, thanks to the update. So,
Yeah, there was a Windows update this week.
it doesn't seem to have affected my mouse, but
It speeded up my laptop, but my desktop went all the way up to like 98, 97% and said, nope, not going to do it, not going to do it. And it went and reset itself back to before the update. I'm going, you just wasted 2 hours of my time to go,
so
I'm
it may be a mobile app that doesn't apply to like desktops.
Well, no, I had updates on both computers, so it doesn't mean it was the same update. I'm sure they release mobile updates and desktop updates on a set schedule, but they don't have to be the same thing.
And that is one of the problems when they first started doing the mobile stuff as opposed to the laptop and computer stuff. Laptop and computers like this, mobiles like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so all the controls were like really wonky.
I got a Facebook update on my iPad today, and it actually improved Facebook instead of the usual effect. It actually loads faster.
Oh, hey, Dan's back. I'm going to get a beer.
I wondered when you remember that.
I was going to show you guys what I bought, but it's not exactly this one. I just ordered one like this, but it's going to say Phoenix on it, like from my brand. Okay. Yeah. So I'm talking to the artist right now who puts them together, and he sources all the wooden plates and cuts them into their individual letters and has a bunch of fun building the stuff. So yeah, it's really cool.
I like the way the letters are not, because you can tell they're from different plates, and no two states have everything lined up on the same plane.
Exactly. So yeah,
that is a nice effect.
I have a whole bunch of plates lined up on like the inside of my barn for some reason. So I'm probably just gonna pack them up and donate them to him. so I can get a couple of bucks off of this. So
I've
yeah,
got one.
it's gonna
I've
be
got
fun.
one for my local hometown that I can't ever use again for two reasons. One, it's got a Confederate flag as the background. The other one is it misspelled the name of the town.
That's a rare one then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm not throwing it away, because of the misspelling makes it a collectible.
But yeah, I'm pretty pumped up that I saw that, because I'm just looking for unique signs and stuff to throw back behind me.
Oh,
And so I'll move all this stuff over to where Mega Man's at, and then I'll have the Phoenix like right here, kind of deal.
yeah. I pulled my camera away to show off the cat the other night on one of the other shows, and I've got a metal sign of well, it's on this side, or no, this side. Stage. Forget it. I'm not that character. Anyway, it's on the wall over there. Racer X from Speed Racer. And then I've got a big poster of Speed Racer up there, but it's not metal. And a bunch of Doctor Who 5x7 cards everywhere. And those are things that, except for the Speed Racer, everything else that Lindsay has bought me as Christmas presents over the years. And it is really neat to be married to a woman that understands your addictions and proclivities.
Mhm.
She actually bought me a bunch of Betty Page stuff one year.
I'm still looking for a woman. I'm still looking for a woman that goes, no, I love to load magazines for you.
Oh, I've had a crush on Betty Page since I was about 10, for obvious reasons. And to find somebody that is not threatened by that, even though the lady's been gone for years now.
Is she?
Oh yeah,
Betty Page. Betty Page.
Nope. She died about 8 or 10 years ago.
That's what I thought.
Yes, died in 2008.
Okay.
Age of 85, Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
Yep.
My heart is broken again.
Yep.
There is actually the guy that wrote the her approved by her biography, has an audio of his last interview with her. And she was still just as feisty, and you could tell she's from Tennessee. She had never lost the accent. She just sounds adorable.
All right, I found it. Maybe that'll fix the problem. Okay. All right, I just got my notification, guys. Y'all will be getting a message in just a minute.
What? Quit talking about Betty Page, or we're going to kick you off the internet. What?
No.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where I am. I don't know who you are. I'm lost.
Do you have some good acid, Skunk?
No. Still haven't gotten any. Because I haven't actually been looking for it.
Oh, okay.
It really, that's the best way not to find it, is to not look for it.
But did you Google it, Skunk? It's as easy as a Google.
I think it's a little bit harder
the
than
internet. I don't think so.
For Whole Foods in the herbal section.
Why don't I just pin a big target on my ass and right above it an arrow that says FBI probe here? Or I guess it would be DEA.
All right, bing's incoming.
You know what? I don't need that anymore.
What, a big target on your ass?
No, that too.
You keep
No.
wearing the hockey mask in public, you're gonna get one.
Hey, they told me to wear a mask.
Now,
Look, I swear to God, if I go into a store again and I see one more person that's wearing a stupid novelty mask that does nothing to help with the spread of the coronavirus because it's got a bunch of fucking holes in it, like something that's made out of mesh or a hockey mask or something else really stupid, somebody's going to get fucking hurt.
This one first, and then the hockey mask.
Well, I mean, I could imagine, he takes a machete and puts it in the buggy, and Blake's a good-sized fellow, and when somebody starts down the aisle, he just looks at them in the Jason mask. If they keep coming, reach and pull the machete out.
No, that's Michael Myers. It's Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Jason doesn't
wear a mask.
No. Jason does the head turn and then the body. Michael Myers is the one that does the tilt.
Yeah. Don't
I had
tilt.
to get a Michael Myers.
Just, look at them, and if they keep coming, pull the machete up. Just to watch.
And breathe real heavy.
I think I may have a couple of those books. I'm not sure because I am a collector, so that kind of thing just kind of finds its way into my hands, especially back in the day. Oh no, Chris, I was thinking more of the Mad Dog character from the Arrow TV series for your hockey mask, Blake.
Sorry, what? I wasn't paying any attention.
No shit.
Like zero.
This is the worst. This is the worst episode of Stupid O'Clock we've ever done.
Yeah, we hadn't hit our groove. Something
I left a bar tonight to come here. I could have kept hanging out at the bar.
You could have done the show from the bar.
No, that would have gone horribly wrong.
What? Maybe. I mean,
there were a few stand-up comedians who were down there. As soon as they realized they had an internet audience, they would have been hounding me to fucking.
Well, I mean, this is what I would love for you to do one time. Once we get through the COVID, and after a TWE, introduce whoever won or whatever, and then have a fight break out between the loser and the winner in the parking lot. And
do you know how much scripting you'd have to do to make sure they could go to work the next day?
What do you mean scripting? Wrestling
No,
is scripted.
This is not in the ring. They can't do that out in the parking lot without proper protocols.
I'm sorry. Would you like the video footage that proves otherwise? Because we did have a match that ended in the parking lot. It ended in the parking lot.
I was trying to give them credit for having some common sense.
Somebody got DDT'd into a car hood. Just head first, bam, right into the hood, put a big dent in it. Admittedly, the guy that had that happen, or the guy that did the move, the guy that actually did the DDT, took the other guy under his arm and fucking slammed his head into the car. He owned the car. It was his car. We didn't just do it to a random car in the parking lot. But yeah, dude's head bounced off the car, and that was it. That was game over. The ref was like, "Nope, that's the round. We're not going any further."
Really?
As soon as somebody's head gets, which is out like a lamp. We had to carry him back in.
As soon as there's a sizable dent in somebody's head, that pretty much ends the round.
You would think that, but we did have one because that was around the fact that he just couldn't keep going because he was out. He was out like a lamp. You're right. We had a dude who got his head split open, like literally had to get like 17 stitches, but he was still awake. So he just kept fighting.
I'll
The referee asked him if you wanted to continue, and he didn't answer. And the referee was about to call for the bell, and this is breaking kayfabe a little bit. The referee is about to call for the bell, like he's not responding. The guy grabs the guy he's fighting in the match with and pulls him in close, like he's about to hit him, and goes, "Get the freaking tax." Which was, I told him, I was like, "You're out of your damn mind that you didn't end that match immediately. Just take your last hit and just lay down. You didn't need the tax." And he was like, "Brother, they paid for tax. They were getting taxed."
Oh no.
All right, buddy. Whatever you say.
Of course. What I miss is the best of 3 falls.
We did one of those recently.
Yeah, they happen every once in a while.
Yeah. Well, you don't see it with the big television shows anymore. I love
it ended with on TV with WCW. Like WCW used to do them all the time.
Mm.
I mean, they still do them in TWE or not in WWE every once in a while, but with WWE, here's what happens, right? Because they had one a couple years ago. I remember.
Yeah.
And here's what happened. In the first 30 seconds, somebody got pinned. And then they went for like 2 minutes. The other guy got pinned, and then it was just a normal match for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That was it. I mean, I like it better when it's 3 separate, like it feels like 3 full-on separate matches, and they're in the ring for like half an hour.
Yeah.
AKA the Iron Man matches, yeah.
They turn into Iron Man matches, and when we did it last at TWE, we did it the structured way. It was the first. If they won the first pinfall, the second fall had to be going through a table. The third was last man standing, right? So, I mean, it went. I remember the commentator at one point, when he was on commentary, and he just said, "This has turned into a snuff film." They're hitting each other with everything. And of course, the specific table, they could go through any table, but the one dude set up one specific table that had paint on it. It had been painted, but they painted it that day, so the paint was still wet. Now the ring has blue marks in it from the paint. Because they painted it to look like a pond, and it had little rubber duckies on it. That's his whole entire gimmick. Is he's an ugly duckling, and he does the whole like the Mighty Ducks thing with the quack chants and all that stuff. He's a weird dude.
So how long has TWE been around? It seems like they've been in that little building forever.
7 years.
7 years.
7 years.
And it sort of surprised me that I saw that there was a wrestling in there, because I know how low those ceilings are, and y'all actually make it work.
We raised the ceiling in that one part.
Oh.
There's a drop ceiling in that. There's a drop ceiling in there, and they actually put the drop. They actually removed part of the drop ceiling and put in some panels so that it arcs up, so we have higher ceiling over the ring, but not anywhere else.
Yeah.
But Jane's been talking about getting rid of that drop ceiling entirely, just opening up that whole entire thing anyway.
Chris says
drop ceiling, really all it does is just helps us with the lighting. But he was like, we don't need it. We could get rid of the drop ceiling entirely and put in new lighting.
And Chris says, he misses the old days of wrestling, specifically the 70s and the 80s.
Oh, I remember back in the 60s when it was on the local TV channels up in East Tennessee.
Chris, why don't you just come out? Why don't you come out TWE sometime? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a good show. We do a good show. A little bit of the old school, got a little bit of the new school, man. It's a good show.
What?
You know what, guys?
What? Damn, it is.
That would be better with dancing girls.
There is a dancing girl. She's just a sock puppet. Do you have something against sock puppets, Dan?
I think he's got.
Are you
I
a
think
sock
he's had
gift?
too many-
Better than a
I think
sock
he's had too
puppet.
many sessions with the sock puppet.
Oh God, I saw a meme today. Or wasn't
I
a meme?
saw
It
it
was
too.
a web comic.
That
The
was
what you
Yeah.
saw it? Yeah, that's great.
I saw it too. Joe's just trying to get me to a little bit of payback about the length of the microphone cord remark the other night. But answer me honestly, Joe. You're only mad because I beat you to that punchline. You were going to tell it on yourself,
yeah.
and I thought of it first.
Chris is asking when the next TWE show is going to be. Chris, I don't know. Because of COVID stuff, we're shut down right now. But I'll post about it when we get an announcement.
And we'll definitely talk about it here. So. Uh-oh.
What was that?
It's almost the end of the show.
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn. I started to say that looks like Goldie Hawn. Didn't remember her hips being that wide, but you know.
All right, guys. It is that time. So.
It is now the end of the show.
So as I say, it's time to say goodnight, everybody.
Yeah. See you on the flip side.
Good night, everybody. Nobody's gonna. I miss.
Good night, everybody.
That's what we need.
everybody.
Oh, I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.